Good evening, everyone. When we talk about rising, about reaching higher, often we think about those who might help lift us. But today I want to talk about something different about what it means to rise alone. There's a power that comes with embracing a path that is truly your own. It's not a power you're given, but one you earn day by day, step by step, as you walk a road that often only you can see. Owning your journey is not about separating yourself from others, but understanding that every person has a unique calling, a purpose, and a story that only they can bring to life. To walk that path sometimes means you'll have to walk it alone. That's not weakness, that's the strength of conviction. See, everyone has a direction, a calling, something they feel deep within, but it's often buried under expectations, under the voices of others, under the distractions of what the world thinks you should be. It takes courage to stand still, quiet all those voices, and ask yourself, what is it that I am truly meant to do? And it takes even more courage to answer honestly. Because when you find that answer, it may not always fit into the plans others have for you. It might mean stepping away from the crowd, from the known, from the path of least resistance. And let's be real, that's hard. But nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing meaningful comes from a life lived by someone else's design. When you start to own your journey, you'll find yourself alone at times. Friends, family, mentors, they may not see what you see. They may not feel what you feel. But it's on you to keep moving forward. You have to be able to look in the mirror and trust that you're on the right path, even when there's no one beside you. Because when you walk your own road, the strength you develop doesn't come from someone else's validation, but from your own self-belief. And that's unshakable. Being on a path that's truly yours doesn't mean isolation, but it does mean independence. There's a quiet resilience that comes from forging a path alone. It's in those solitary moments that you discover your own voice, your own rhythm, and your own reason for moving forward. You learn to rely on your instincts, to trust the whispers of intuition that others might dismiss. You learn that the journey itself has value, not just the destination, and that each step you take is another piece of the person you're becoming. Doubt. It's a feeling we all know well, a shadow that follows even the strongest among us, and it never shows up alone. Doubt brings along fear, hesitation, and a dozen reasons to question ourselves. But as sure as doubt is inevitable, so too is your ability to overcome it. The real battle isn't about silencing doubt, but finding the strength within to rise above it, to let your resilience shine brighter than any uncertainty you may face. Everyone on a journey of growth will encounter doubters along the way. Some of these voices will come from the outside, people who don't believe in your vision or question your capabilities. They might tell you that your dreams are impossible, that the obstacles are too big, or that you simply aren't enough, but often the loudest doubter is the one inside your own mind. This internal voice can be relentless, telling you that you're not ready, that you might fail, that you're unworthy. And there's no escaping it. That's because doubt has a purpose. It forces you to look deeper and to ask yourself, how strong am I really? How much does this mean to me? But here's the truth, every obstacle, every doubt is an opportunity. It's a call to find a strength that no one can give you, a strength that's already within you. If you can look beyond the doubts, you'll see that they're often disguised lessons, teaching you what you're truly capable of enduring and achieving. They push you to a place where you stop relying on the world's validation and start relying on your own belief. And that's a belief no one can take from you. Resilience isn't a natural gift, it's something you build. Each time you face an obstacle, each time you push through doubt, you're strengthening that inner muscle of perseverance. You're reminding yourself that no matter the voices, no matter the circumstances, you have a choice. You can choose to listen to doubt or to rise above it. And in those moments when you choose to rise, you'll discover that doubt loses its power over you. You'll learn that resilience isn't about ignoring challenges, but about standing tall in the face of them. When you overcome doubt, you set a precedent, not just for yourself, but for everyone watching. You become proof that setbacks are part of the process, not the end of the journey. You show others that doubt doesn't define the outcome, but how you respond to it does. Let that be your legacy, the person who faced doubt, who faced every no and every not yet and still moved forward. because resilience in its purest form isn't just about surviving challenges. It's about thriving despite them, showing yourself and the world that your determination is greater than any obstacle in your way. Purpose is the engine that drives everything. It's the inner spark that fuels your persistence, even on the darkest days. Purpose is more than a goal. It's a reason, a deeper meaning that pulls you forward when others can't see what you're aiming for, let alone understand it. When you have true purpose, you're not just working towards something, you're building a life that aligns with what matters most to you. And that kind of alignment gives you strength, especially when no one else sees your vision. See, purpose is powerful because it comes from within. It isn't born from someone else's expectations, nor does it rely on anyone else's understanding. Your purpose is yours alone, shaped by your experiences, your values, and the unique dreams that reside within you. And because it's so personal, it's strong enough to withstand the doubts and misunderstandings of others. Purpose is what gives you the courage to keep going when the road gets tough, because it reminds you why you're on this journey in the first place. It's easy to keep moving when everyone around you believes in your vision, but real purpose shines when you're the only one holding on to that belief. On this path, there will be moments when you feel misunderstood, moments when even the people closest to you don't see what you're working toward. They might not understand why you're making sacrifices, why you're taking risks, why you're choosing a direction that seems uncertain. But that's the thing about purpose, it doesn't need validation to be powerful. Purpose drives you forward with or without support, with or without applause. It's a quiet but steady force that keeps pushing you toward your goals, even when progress seems invisible to everyone else. When you're living with purpose, perseverance isn't something you have to force. It becomes a natural part of who you are. You're not pushing yourself out of duty or obligation. You're being drawn forward by a vision that's bigger than temporary setbacks, bigger than any moment of discouragement. Purpose brings a sense of peace, even in struggle, because you know that every step you're taking is in line with who you want to be and what you want to create in this world. Rising on your own isn't just about personal success, it's a powerful act of influence. When you choose to stand tall in your truth, to rise despite challenges, you're doing more than just advancing your life, you're creating a ripple that can inspire others. In a world that often values conformity, rising as an individual shows people the strength of self-belief, the courage it takes to be authentic, and the fulfillment that comes from following one's own path. When you rise as an individual, you set an example, not by demanding attention, but by quietly embodying resilience, determination, and a commitment to purpose. You show people around you, those who may feel unseen or unheard, that their own unique journey is valid. Your actions demonstrate that you don't need permission to pursue a dream, nor do you need a crowd to back you up. You become living proof that one person confident in themselves and their path can make a difference. And often it's this quiet conviction that resonates deeply with others because it speaks to something universal, the desire to be seen, to be valued, and to live a life of meaning. People are inspired by those who rise on their own because it takes a certain type of courage. It's one thing to succeed with the support of others, but it's another to succeed when you're carrying your own doubts and bearing the weight of skepticism from the outside. That courage speaks volumes, and people see it. It gives them permission to trust themselves a little more, to doubt their doubts, and to take a step towards something they believe in. By simply living in your truth, you're telling others that they too can overcome the barriers holding them back. Moreover, rising individually shows others that success doesn't look just one way. It reminds people that there are countless paths to achievement, and that their unique qualities, their values, and their dreams are powerful. When they see you thriving by embracing your individuality, they realize that they don't need to fit into a mold to be successful. They see that strength comes in many forms, and that real power lies in owning who they are and what they believe. In closing, remember that the path to greatness is often walked alone, but that's exactly where its strength lies. When you own your journey, when you rise despite doubt, and when you're fueled by a purpose so deep it keeps you moving forward, no matter who stands beside you or who falls away, you are building something unbreakable within yourself. By rising alone, you're not only creating a legacy of perseverance, but also lighting a way for others to follow. You're proving that success, resilience, and true purpose don't need validation, only conviction. So as you walk your path, keep your head high and your spirit steady. Stand as a reminder to yourself and to others that the greatest victories are won from within. Rise as the individual you are, and in doing so, you'll inspire others to find that same courage within themselves. Because in the end, the strength to rise is what sets us free. So if you're out there walking that road, I want you to know this: the world needs you to rise. Not because it's easy, not because it's comfortable, but because there are people who need to see someone like you rise. Someone who didn't wait for permission, who didn't wait for the perfect moment, who didn't wait for company to take those steps forward. Keep rising, keep walking, because even if you have to do it alone, what you're building, what you're becoming is unstoppable. Thank you.